So, in the wake of what's happened this morning and last night, and the amount of flooding and everything that's happened, we decided to put into place our emergency response plan. Make sure everything goes on taken care of. So what the game plan is Josh and I are going to head to the highway. We are going to get a cab. And from the cab, we're going to go back to where my car is parked, get my car, and get Josh's, and come back to grab Jake, Matt, and Troy. And from there, we're going to go take care of all our stuff and make sure people's sleeping systems that are soaked can go get dry. So what I'm showing you now is our shelter that we've made for Jake, Matt, and Troy for when we're gone. This is our quick made shelter.
These ones are off the trees.
Setting up emergency fire provisions for the guys who've got to stay here, so we've built an enclosed fire pit, set up an emergency shelter. Jake's getting breakfast on for Jamie and I and the rest of them to be able to peace out so that we can hike the 5 miles and basically execute our ERP plan.
Due to the rainfall last night, I'm going to give you a quick glimpse of what the trails have become overnight and why we find it too risky to proceed. So this is actually a trail that's turned a bit more into a river. The washout here is unreal. All the trails are becoming these streams.
This is Troy on the 3rd day of our trip. I am on about 6 hours of sleep. More than half my gear is soaking wet from the constant rain, snow, and hail we've been getting. We can't account for this weather. I watched it for the last 2 weeks and we were coming up to like nice weather. It was supposed to be about 17 degrees through the days and going down to about 0 at night. Currently, we've been seeing weather that has been going from 0 to -10 during the day, and God knows what during the nighttime. The second night, I woke up in about 4 inches of water, soaking my gear completely. The second day, we had 16 hours of constant rain, just pelting our tents. We can't test for this weather. We have high winds, we have snow, we have hail. Supposedly I'm borderline hypothermic because from my waist down is all cold and tingly. My body reaction is not quick. If I threw a pack on right now, I'd probably fall over. We'd planned for an 8-day trip, but clearly with this kind of situations happening, it's not gonna happen.
So we're on day 3 of our final expedition, and it's been insane. It's been quite insane. The weather here is unreal. We have feet of snow in the trails. Day 1 we got washed out with 15 hours or so of rain, non-stop. Everything is soaked. There's not even dry bags to protect you from that. Following that span of rain, we had sub-zero temperatures, multiple hours of snow, and large pieces of hail. This trip has been a good time for us to exercise our risk management skills and apply them. We learn a lot about our risk management and how to assess certain skills a lot in class, but we're not given a lot of time in class to actually practice and experience ourselves using this risk management and actually putting it into effect. Yeah, we practice it a lot and it's talked about in everything we do, but how often do we get to practice it? In my opinion, not very. This has been a real hit to the face for us.
I mean, I've got some pretty nice blisters coming on. I got a nice blood blister on my left foot. It's a little concerning. I don't want to ruin my foot, so I can't really do anything. But at the same time, one of my weaknesses is I'm stubborn. I don't like to say no. Josh has been an excellent TL. He's had to make a lot of tough decisions that, a lot of people wouldn't want to have to make. And honest to God, I'd follow him to hell and back.
We packed appropriately according to what we thought was coming. We read the forecast a couple weeks in advance. We thought it'd be sunny and 10 degrees and be the coldest. That's not the case. Even with Josh's solar radio thing, we listened to the radio. But the weather, and we found out the weather for today is going to be sunny. I haven't seen the sun yet. So it's just a real big kick in the nuts for morale. That's the only way I can describe this. It's been a real morale kicker. Yeah, the weather's giving us a beating. Vermont's giving us a good beat down. But we're not quitting. We're gonna keep on hiking. Yeah, we're not giving up yet. We'll be here for a while. That's really all I can say for this trip. It's been a good challenge. It's been a good test of who we are. And I'm glad I had these guys with me. Matt, Jake, Troy, and Josh. Because we play with each other so well, and we're really there, help each other out. It's been absolutely phenomenal, the support we've given each other, and I'm glad I had these 4 guys to do the trip with. I'm really glad. I was stoked before, but now on the trip, I'm really glad they're on the trip with me.
At this point, really, I'm looking at a couple of options. I've got a couple of guys that are in a little bit of a bad situation. I got Jake with his feet. They're blistered up pretty good from that 6-mile hike that we did last time. Jamie and I ended up doing another 16 miles yesterday just to get out of the trail that we were in. We just got flash flooded, 16 hours of continual rain. We're looking at the next 3 days of nothing but rain. Thunderstorms on Wednesday. We've had sleet, hail, rain. When we had looked at the weather trends prior to coming into this trip, the trends that we had aren't holding right now. We're actually getting some severe weather. When we were on trail yesterday, we actually had people going up and down the trail in big mud boggers, searching for people, making sure everybody was okay to get them out of the trail and off the mountain. So that was a huge indicator to me that at this point, I'm looking at a situation where there's definitely no way that we can stay out here till Monday. On the plus side, morale's pretty good. Everybody's looking up to it. Nobody wants to leave. Everybody wants to continue to push through. I don't want to have to make the hard call and force everybody out, but I also have to look at this from a risk management standpoint. That's what I do. That's who I am. When I'm looking at it and trying to mitigate risk, I can't afford to, develop summit fever or get anxious because this might impact our marks or that we might end up in a poorer state with Jeff or the college. I think really, in Jeff's eyes, what we're looking at here is, it's leading an expedition and making whatever proper decisions that is to ensure that your expedition goes off well, and if you have to vacate early, you do so.
All right, so good morning, day 4. We're back on hiking again, which is exciting. We're now hiking up to Cogton today, and we had about 4.2 miles today of, this. Very steep uphill. It's gonna be a good workout. I'm kind of excited.
Man, I gotta be fresh and I gotta be ill. Relocate from the jungle where it's kill or be killed. And I'ma get mine, don't care how you feel. In an artificial world where nothing is real. Been searching for a while for a life that's greater. And hopefully I make it there sooner or later. Remember I was younger and I didn't have a thing. And then I had a dream, Nickel Martin Luther King. I'm swelling on top of the world.
Alright, so we're hiking up. We're actually almost near the top. It's kind of cool. Right now we have kind of a cloudy fog kind of rolling up top. You can see it. It's pretty cool because I don't know. I feel like from the movie The 13th Warrior, and those bear people. I come busting through the mist. As we're hiking up this like really wood trail where I'm kind of expecting one of those. Just show up with a big torch and a bear claw club or something to come after me. They have Antonio Banderas. First out of nowhere with a sword. They come save us.
He got the bass, turn up the low end. And this is that soul for the bit 010. I never thought that I would be a man in the game. I brush off my shirt where there used to be a stain. I came a long way where I wasn't so fly. Made music like Wally, just to get by. I never had a job, but that couldn't stop him. Cause now I get paid and I never clock in. And I will never stumble, fall or take a pay cut. I'm in that elevator and I'm on my way up. What you waiting on? Good life. Something that you can't imagine, something you don't know. Man, I'm looking for the good life. Baby girl, I got a ticket. Do you wanna go?
So it's day 4 on the trip, and we started our day off at Kelly Stand Road, just kind of camped out next to the parking lot like we've done a couple times. Made ourselves nice and cozy. We got out of camp just after 9, probably about a quarter after or so. Started our elevation off at 300 feet, and we're now here at Cogden Shelter, which is just over 2,300 feet. So we had about 2,000 feet in elevation. They started off with a pretty steep slope climb. We did that for probably over an hour or so. We assumed that it was probably about a 5-1, 5-2 grade climb because there was some hand crawling, scrambling to get up. Trails, nothing new. We're just hiking down streams. You know, all the trails are flooded out, as you can see here. We've pretty much had 4 days straight of rain, and everything's been flooded out. People's boots are getting pretty wet, but you know, we're doing our best to keep nice and dry. On the trail, we got to see some moose poop in a lot of tracks. Didn't get to see any moose like we did yesterday. Saw that one on the side of the road. Other than that, signs of wildlife, maybe some birds, woodpecker or something, nothing special. I think probably the best thing about today was the shelter find. Found this sweet shelter. It got bunk beds in it, picnic table. You can go ahead and show them here. We got each of these will probably seat about 2 people, or sleep about 2 people. Sorry. So you can hear we got a nice setup with the picnic table and benches. You can, you know, cook our food, play cards, whatever you want. What we got here, there was this notebook. People have been writing in it, so we decided we were gonna write in a journal entry or 2. This card's ready.
Headed down south to the land of the pines. I'm thumbing my way to North Carolina, staring up the road and pray to God I see headlights. I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping for Raleigh I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. From the cold up in New England, I was born to be a fiddler in an old town string band. My baby plays the guitar, a big banjo now. I got Washington Johnson. Oh, North Country winters keep forgetting me, and I lost my money playing poker, so I had to up and play, but I hate to turn it back.